Page 112, Frère Jacques. This is in the key of D flat major. Already been doing stuff in D flat major. We've got another piece. Simply means we're using all the black keys because there's 5 flats and there's 5 black keys. So there you go. You need to be able to do the scale in D flat major at least 1 octave. 2 octaves would be nice, but at least 1 octave. At the beginning, I'm going to start with the right hand. Your hand is way up here. Now when you get a key signature with a lot of black notes, most of the time your hand is going to be up near the fall board, up in the black note area. It's the nature of the beast. It's going to be there. So here they're starting out with thumb on D flat. That puts your hand up here. And then the 3rd measure. So you're playing it here. If you absolutely can't do that, your fingers are too fat, then you have to come up here and start with 3rd finger. And then come up, 2nd finger. On that. You have to adjust your fingering accordingly. 2nd line here. 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now if you don't want a thumb on a black note, you got to be out here, then start with 3rd finger. And cross over to get the D. 3rd measure, 2nd line, staccato. 3rd line, staccato, and dotted rhythm. 1 ienda, 2 ienda. We're kind of jazzing up this Frère Jacques thingy. You can start with 2nd finger if you want, or thumb. 3rd measure. Frankly, I think in the 3rd measure I like thumb better. And then same thing, an octave higher. Last line. Or start with 3rd finger. Cross over. Last measure. Or little finger. Whichever. Left hand at the beginning. Last measure, you can do thumb and cross over if you don't want to put a thumb on a black key. Otherwise, just use their fingering. 2nd line, 2nd measure. I don't like this fingering at all. But it's kind of awkward, and there's a couple ways around it. It's going to be a little awkward here. There's nothing wrong with crossing over that. You need to be able to do it eventually. And you can slide out as you come down to put the 3rd finger here. So even though you put a thumb on that, it shouldn't bother you with fat fingers, because you should still be able to do it. Because I can slide down here and come out here for that. But there is another way of doing it. I'm going to cheat a little bit. And that is use the right hand. I'm going to use the right hand to play the B flat. I can do that. Then I don't have to cross over. I would encourage you to go ahead and learn to cross over the thumb. I'm just showing you a little fingering thing that you can use sometimes to help you out. If the other hand isn't busy, let it help out a little bit. Now I know there's some purists to say, no, you can't do that because all those notes are in that lower staff and that's where the left hand is going. But I come back and say there's no rule says that. They're making up their own rules, and I don't abide by that. I can play any of those notes in any of those staves with any hand I want. So, there. 3rd line. Their fingering is fine. Now, in the last line, you can do 2nd finger if you want, and just cross the thumb under it. That's fine. Or you can use the fingering given. Now on the 2nd line, 2nd measure, another fingering you can use there is to go ahead and use Third finger on the A flat. Bring the thumb under for the F. That's fine. If you want. And then the last note is staccato. Duh. Let's try this out. 4/4 time. I'll give us 4 counts. We'll go real slow. This is kind of a nice arrangement. So, depending on how you're fingering it, put your hand where it needs to go. Here and here. I'm going to finger that second measure with third finger. Right. 1, 2, ready, go.